If you're wanting to start a business this year, then no doubt you want it to succeed, right? Yet you probably are aware of the huge failure rate of startup businesses, and you don't want your business idea to end up in the business graveyard. And maybe you're even afraid to start because of the potential that you might fail. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 strategies that will help increase the likelihood that your business startup will be a success and help you to achieve the goals and lifestyle that you are looking for. So let's get started. The first thing, and maybe the most important thing, is to actually work on your mindset. And I say this because building a business is challenging. It's not easy. And I think this is why a lot of people give up, because you need a lot of resilience and persistence and endurance to get through those challenging times. Starting a business very often is not an overnight success. The overnight successes that you hear about are often years in the making. And there's a lot of failures and setbacks and challenges that people face in order to get to the point of success. So if you have a mindset where you're going to look at those challenges and those setbacks and those failures as evidence that this isn't going to work for you, this idea isn't going to work, you can't do it, you don't have the capabilities, all of those kind of things, then your business is going to fail. It's not going to go anywhere. But if you can look at those setbacks and those challenges, those failures as learning experiences and opportunities to find new ways of doing things, then it's much, much more likely that your business will succeed. So I encourage you to maybe give it 5 years to actually really work this business, whatever it is that you are planning to do, because you need that time. You need to grow into it. You need to become the CEO of your business, and that's just not going to happen overnight. So yeah, mindset, I think, is a huge thing that will make a big difference to the success of your business. And that brings me to the second strategy, which is to focus on one thing. I think it's very easy to have a lot of ideas, and we want to try this and we want to try that. But really, you want to become known for one thing. If you think about Starbucks, what do you think about? You think about coffee, right? So pick a topic, your one thing, and pick an audience and really go deep with that topic and with that audience. Because if you are changing from this business idea to this business idea, or this idea, or you're thinking about adding this and this to your one idea, then you're going to be really divided, and it's going to be diluting your ability to really make this one thing successful. So when you get to the point of being successful, you can add different things in potentially. But to start with, you want to focus on one thing and go deep in that. And if you are, for some reason, needing extra cash flow while you're trying to build that one thing, then try and find something that is related to that one thing that you can use for testimonials, for experience, that kind of thing. So maybe coaching other people in whatever it is that your topic might be, or it could be a number of examples, but just try and find something that's related to your topic if you can, because then you can use that to help build your business, even if it is just slightly off the topic a little bit. But as much as possible, you really want to focus on that one thing and grow that. Now, if you want to check out in the description below, I have a book that is called The One Thing, and I would recommend that you read that as well. And the third strategy is to focus on your customers and sales. So it's really important to know what your customer needs and wants, and to provide that for them. It's very tempting to provide what we think they want and need, and it may not be what they actually want and need. So you need to be listening to your audience and provide for what they want, and also to build that know, like, and trust factor with them by providing valuable content on a regular basis, and also to provide customer service. So just don't think about it as being the sales process. Think about it as after the sale, the customer service, and how are you looking after your customer after they purchase from you. The other thing is to think about the sales, because I think very often, I know for me, this has been an issue for me, is it's very tempting to focus on the back end of stuff, to have a nice website, to have the nice branding, the logo, and all the stuff that makes you look like a business. But unless you're actually making sales, where is the business, right? So really focus on making sales and having something to sell as soon as possible, and cut down expenses where you can. So as the business is starting up, you don't want to be spending a lot of money on things that aren't necessary. So reinvest as much of the profits that you get at the beginning of your business journey back into the business, because the business is going to grow faster if you do that. If you take a lot of the profits out for your own personal, I don't know, clothes, cars, vacations, whatever, then you're not going to grow very quickly, and you could very easily hit a point where you have to close the business or something. So make sure that you're investing in the business to start with, that you're growing that, and then at a certain point you'll be able to invest in those extra luxuries that we all want as well, and you won't have to worry about the business suffering as a result. Now, I've already touched on this in the last strategy, but in strategy number 4, you want to think about your customers, and not just in terms of customer service, like I mentioned, but also how you can nurture that relationship with them and keep building that know, like, and trust factor, but also offering more content to them, both free and paid. So think about any upsells that you can offer them, which you can give them at the time they purchase the first product, or you can offer it later, sometime down the line if you don't have it ready. But don't think of it as just one thing that you are selling them. Think about other things that would benefit them that you could offer. And that helps not only them with whatever it is that they are wanting to receive, but also it helps you because it helps increase your business revenue, not just from this one item or product, but also from all the other things that you are offering as well. The 5th strategy is to invest in yourself and your own learning. So I would encourage you to keep learning whatever it is that your topic is, whatever you experienced in, because most likely there's always more things to be learning so that you can share that with your audience. But also just the online business model in general. You need to know what it is to do social media marketing, general marketing, funnels, writing good copy, and what goes onto the website. All of those kind of things are part of building an online business. And it's really important to at least understand those aspects, even if you don't continue doing those and you hire them out, which will be my next point. But understanding how it all fits together is really, really important, because then you can be the good leader that you need to be in order to actually grow your business to a really successful state. So that brings me to number 6, which is to hire out as soon as possible. So that may be a case of hiring a cleaner or something to help you with the housework at home to start with, or maybe in your business it would be a VA who could do some of the grunt work so that those things that need to be done will get done, but it allows you to focus on the things which will bring you in more money to build the business. Also hire out for those things which you are not good at. So most of us aren't going to be good at design and copy and marketing and Facebook ads and all of the various things. So where you are weakest, find people that can help fill in those gaps right away. And that will help build your business faster. Trying to do it all yourself and holding on to your profits like this is going to mean that your business stays small. But the sooner that you can financially hire out those roles, the quicker your business is ultimately going to grow. And number 7 is to reward yourself. And this is really important because I think too often we tend to focus on the negative side of things. We tend to be focused on the amount we didn't accomplish and the amount we didn't achieve in terms of the results. Maybe in a launch or something, we didn't get as many people or as much revenue. We focus on all of those negative aspects and challenges and the failures and all of that kind of thing. And it's no wonder we want to give up, because we're going to be so discouraged. So if you switch your focus, so this is kind of mindset thing as well, I guess, and reward yourself for what you did get done. So, congratulate yourself for the things that you did get done that day and not focus on the things that you didn't get done. Reward yourself for the launch, even if you didn't get as much revenue or as much people buy your thing as you wanted. Reward yourself for what you did accomplish. And when you're getting feedback from people and the praise and encouragement and the testimonials, That in itself is a reward, I suppose, but really focus on those things. Don't just read them and then do nothing with them. Save them, put them somewhere so that when you're going through a challenging period in your business and you've got self-doubt and all that kind of thing, you can go back and look at those. So I do encourage you to reward yourself. I encourage you to pay yourself right away as soon as you can, because again, that provides that validity to your mind that this is worth doing if you are getting paid. So like I said before, you don't want to take out a huge amount of the profits in order to be like, okay, well now I can do this and I can do that. Big vacations and expensive clothes or cars or whatever it is you want to do. I wouldn't do that, but I would take out something and get yourself a little something. So maybe to start with, when the revenue is still small, you might want to do something smaller like a nice dinner out or a massage or something like that. And then as you work up, it might be a weekend away or a week somewhere nice, and you get what I mean. So I encourage you to really look at how you can set yourself a reward. Let's say you've got a launch coming up. Set yourself at the end of that launch, regardless of how it goes, you had done the work, right? So after that launch, set yourself a reward that you will give yourself for doing the work. And that will help you to stay motivated to keep going even when the results aren't necessarily as good as that you hoped they would be at the time. It's more likely that you will get to those results if you are rewarding yourself and thinking about the positive side of things. Now, one of the tools that is really helpful in being successful in business is to have a budget. So I've included a template in the description below. It also includes a launch calculator. Now this is really neat because it helps you know how many leads you need in order to achieve the revenue results that you are looking for. Okay, so let me know below which of these strategies resonated the most with you. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications on more videos related to creating online courses using video. Stay creative, and we will talk soon.